Ladies and gentlemen.
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 Can I please have your attention?
Right now, showtime. Are you ready? Are you ready for start time?
Let's find out. Ready, set, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready, sit back, relax, because it's about time for Chatting with George Noonan. Oh, yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to a special Christmas episode. I have I don't know if it's a pleasure or not, we'll see, but pleasure, we'll go with that for now, of having Christmas podcast with my mother. So let's give her a call. She's waiting. She's probably going to take, 4 or 5 minutes to get there. So, should have had this set up. I apologize. Boom. All right, let's see what we got. Classic Sue.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, George. How are you?
That sounds rehearsed, but very well, thank you. Welcome. You're on the Christmas episode of the podcast, as you know.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that was news to you, isn't it? But just breaking news right there.
Breaking news.
Yes. And I know you didn't quite hear it, but you've heard it before. The Jimmy B intro to my show.
Oh, yeah. I heard it before.
Yes, and that was made by who?
By my brother.
Yes. I want to give him a special thank you for that. He doesn't want the thanks, but too bad it's my show. You're getting the thanks.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's good at doing stuff like that.
Yeah, he said it was a lot of fun, and I was very appreciative of it.
Oh, I know you were.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So what's going on?
Just sitting here, living the dream. You know how it is.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, this being the Christmas episode, I was wondering if we could talk a little bit about Christmases past, if I may Scrooge you a little bit.
Sure.
All right. Let me see. Let's get this one right off the table. What was Christmas like growing up when Sandy, David, and I were youngins?
Okay, well, back when you and Sandy were youngins, Christmas Day, we used to go up to Nana and Papa's in Worcester. Do you remember that?
I do not, actually. I have no recollection of... I have recollection of Worcester and being there, but not for Christmas.
Oh, I remember one particular Christmas that stood out. You and Papa were sitting playing the harmonica.
I remember doing that, but was that the only time we did that? Because if so, then I do remember it.
You may have done it more than once, but I remember that particular Christmas. You sat there and you both played harmonicas.
And why did
and then, you got into trying to play the harmonica after that.
Oh, how long did that last?
Not too long.
No, of course not. No, I actually, and to be honest with you, I don't remember doing it. I just remember a picture that was taken.
Okay.
That was...
let's see. Another one that I remember specifically was when we lived on Carter Street in Woburn.
Hold on, let's just address the accent, okay? You live in Buffalo, New York. You're still saying Carter Street in Woburn.
Because I'm not a New Yorker.
New York? Okay, all right. That's fair enough. Fair enough.
I remember one time when we lived in Woburn, and I had to put together all your stuff because, your father didn't.
All right, let's fair enough. Let's be nice, though.
I'm being nice.
Okay.
But I remember one morning I had just finished up around 6 o'clock in the morning, and who appears in the doorway but you?
Well, yeah,
And
it's
I went,
Christmas morning.
oh. I had been up all night, and it was like, you've got to be kidding me. So I think I told you Santa wasn't able to finish or something, and that's why I was finishing up.
That I do remember, actually,
Okay.
because I believed you when you
Well-
as you lied to me
That's right. I lied to you
as a child
as a child. Absolutely.
when my mind was still being sculpted.
What?
Nothing.
And then I remember a time when we lived in Stoneham.
Stoneham.
And
It's Stoneham. It's never been Stoneham. It's Stoneham.
we'll get to that in a minute. Please bring that back up. We're on Christmas.
I will.
Okay. Anyways, when we lived in Stoneham,
Stoneham.
I remember Stoneham. I remember I didn't have much money at all, and I remember you wanted a bike.
Oh boy.
So I went, and all I could afford was a used bike, and it was brown. And you came down, and you hated it.
Well,
Hated it.
okay. Well, no one really gets excited about a brown bike, but
You did.
yeah,
You did.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And
that kind of sucked. But
we're
going
off
back,
to a good start. It's good.
okay. But going back to when we lived in Woburn, Christmas Eve, the Noonan family would all come over,
Yeah.
and we'd have like a big get together on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day. In the beginning, we'd go to Worcester, and then at some point, when Nana and Papa, I don't know whether they had moved down to Lexington or not, we spent Christmas Day at Grandma and Grandpa's.
Okay, just to be clear, Nana and Papa are your grandparents.
Yes.
Grandma and Grandpa
They're
are your parents. Well, I'm just going by you, so because you're speaking it.
Okay, yes. Nana and Papa were my grandparents, your great-grandparents.
We know how the tree works.
Okay. Grandma and Grandpa were my parents,
Yes.
your grandparents.
Again, but fine.
Okay.
And you're my. If you want to complete the tree, you're my mother.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm
Nice,
your mother.
nice. Very well done. Very well done.
But then we'd spend Christmas, I believe, in Lexington.
Where your
And then
where your parents lived.
Yes, where my parents lived, where your grandparents lived.
Again.
And then once your father and I split, we switched it to Christmas Eve over at Grandma and Grandpa's in Lexington.
Yes.
And then we'd have Christmas morning, at our house, and then your father would pick you guys up at 11, and you'd go have Christmas in Wilmington.
At my paternal grandparents.
At your paternal grandparents. And then when you got home, Christmas was over. Everything was put away. Tree down,
Oh, yep.
presents in the appropriate rooms. It was over.
It was over. It was over.
But we did have a very small living room. So, I don't know. Once it was over, it was over. I think you kind of get that from me. Once it's over, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much over it after the 25th.
Yeah. So do you have any special recollections?
Yes, I remember one year sitting at the kitchen table with you, trying all my mightiest to convince you that I heard reindeer on the roof. And to your credit, you played along like a champ.
Yeah, well, Sandy heard them too.
It's funny how that works.
What?
It's funny how that works.
Yeah, no, she heard them too.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that they were reindeer on the roof?
I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what it was, but you not only heard them, and you were in the back of the house, and Sandy's bedroom was in the front of the house, and she heard them too.
It's a Christmas miracle.
So go figure.
I can't. I'm stumped. I am stumped. Do you have any? Now we've talked about Sandy. We talked about me. We talked about Sandy. Now that let's bring David into the picture. Do you have any? Because he was at both Carter and Lincoln Street, Carter and Woburn, Lincoln and Stone
Yeah, but he was only a year old in Woburn, so he doesn't remember Woburn.
I thought you were going to say it doesn't count. Well, he still existed. But was there any special moment that includes him? Or it can just be about him?
I'll never forget the Christmas when you guys were older, and he gave Sandy a gift that knocked the hell out of me.
All right, we can... I remember that. Yep, that's fine.
What?
You know it's not just me and you on the phone here, right? People are listening.
I know.
Okay.
That's why.
Right.
Should I say what it was?
Well, I you might have to. I don't know because.
He gave her some pot.
To cook in, of course, right? She was going to make stew.
Of course,
Yes.
right.
Okay. Excellent. Very good.
But it was like I couldn't believe that my youngest son was giving his sister pot for Christmas.
Well, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
But she loved it.
Yeah. Obviously, he had good connections. That's good.
Well, he never smoked it or anything. She's the only one that smoked it. But
Oh, this is going well.
yeah. Yeah. So I mean, Christmas was, it was stressful because you try to get everything that your kids want, but you're not always able to.
Yeah.
But you do the best you can.
And you did, and we know that.
Right. Well, what was also hard was when the Sparkses lived next door.
Yes.
Melissa got everything.
Oh, okay.
Sandy would go over and wonder why Santa was so good to her and not as good to Sandy. But I said Melissa's the only child. There's 3 kids here, so Santa has to split things up.
So you blew a great opportunity to set up the next year. What you should have said is because Melissa behaved herself for the year and you didn't. If you're nicer.
Oh, but she did. You didn't, but she did.
I don't remember it that way.
No, I do.
Nope.
Okay. You remember the Hummels?
The ones that Sandy threw down the chimney thing, whatever it's called?
No, the ones that you said she did, and years later, you finally admitted that you had.
Oh, those, yes. Those I remember, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, what was it? That was the circumstance where in Woburn we lived on the 3rd floor. Well, Sandy and I had adjacent rooms on the 3rd floor, and we were separated by was it a chimney or what was it?
It was a chimney.
It was a chimney. Okay, but was it it was just a chimney. It wasn't like a fireplace. It was a chimney.
No, it was a chimney that went from the boiler down in the basement all the way up.
Yeah, and we had these little circles. They look like the outline
flangs.
of
I think they're called flangs.
I call them paper plates because that's what they look like. If you put a paper plate upside down, that's what it looked like under the.
But they were metal.
Oh, okay. We'll call them metal plates then.
Okay. Yes, they did look like. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So we somehow, I think Sandy ripped them off, not me. And when you have something to say about that?
I'm sure you did. You were
No,
you did.
I don't remember it that way. And Sandy told me that if you threw stuff down there, it would be pretty funny. I don't know. So I did. I said, Sandy, listen, I'm not going to do that. This is, you shouldn't be doing this. But she insisted. So I like the good big brother that I am. I said, you know what? I will play with you, little sister, and we will do this. So
You're so full of it.
No, I'm airing out everything now. So we would drop it, and I forget what the result was, but I didn't know what a Hummel was. What was I? I was probably 2 years old at the time.
No. Sandy wouldn't have been old enough if you were only 2.
Yeah, that's debatable.
But all I know is Nana those were Nana's Hummels, and they're worth quite a bit of money, and you threw them down the chimney.
It was a fire sale, Mom. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, well, actually, one year, I don't know how much stuff you threw down there, but one year when I put the heat on, smoked, and it was like, oh, my God. And, the chimney was full of stuff that you had thrown down there.
Well, the chimneys smoke. That's what they do. That's their job. It says right in the description. Your job is to smoke and be warm.
Okay, whatever.
I was actually putting flame. It was the equivalent of putting wood on a fire. That's how you keep it going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I truly didn't know what a Hummel was. And to be honest, I just grabbed whatever.
I believe.
And it's kind of your fault for putting Hummels in the kids' room. That's a fair assessment.
Well, Nana had given them to her, and they were displayed in her room.
Yeah, and they're hers. She can do what you want with them.
Oh, okay.
Let's revisit Stone right now.
Let's do what?
Revisit Stoneham.
Revisit Stoneham?
No, I don't know what that is.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay? And Tom Grady is right. But you
First of
had-
all, that's the first time anybody's ever said that. But continue.
No. I did what you have told me to do many times. Last night, I went to Google. Okay?
That's the
And
time you
I
chose to go
asked-
to Google instead of calling me.
I asked for the pronunciation of Stoneham, but I didn't say Stoneham. I wrote it out, Stoneham. And guess what?
It recognized it as a compound word. Is that what it did?
They said Stoneham.
Yeah, because Google doesn't live here. Google doesn't know.
No, there's an H in there. It's not Stoneham. It's Stoneham.
See, it flowed so much better the first time you said that. I was with you until you continued.
No, go to Google, like you always tell me to do. Go to Google.
I can't believe that's the time you chose to do it, though.
Well, Tom Grady is with me on that.
I just think he's trying to start trouble. That's all.
No, I'm not. I'm serious.
No,
If you don't
I think Tom was trying to start trouble.
Nope. When I was a baby, I lived in Stoneham, and everybody pronounced it Stoneham.
Wait, you had conversations with who as a baby?
Well, when we'd go back, I didn't have conversations with anybody. But when I got older and we would talk about, when Jim and I were young, we lived in Stoneham on Westfield Road.
What?
We lived on Westfield.
In Massachusetts or?
Stoneham, behind Redstone.
Okay.
There's a Westfield Road.
I will. I'm going to Google that.
It's next to Governor's Road.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about streets that were across town from me that I have no idea exist.
Okay. Well, anyways, everybody said Stoneham.
Well, because everybody smoked back then too. And guess what?
I'm just telling you, the proper pronunciation is Stoneham.
No, it's not a compound. It's not a compound word. It's a town. Why do you call it Worcester?
Go to Google.
That's
Go to Google.
that's
if you don't believe.
a
Go to-
classic Sue right there. I got to tell everybody what a classic Sue is. Classic Sue is something you can predict that will happen within minutes. Mom will go. That was that one. I actually wrote some stuff down, Mom, about your classic Sue-ness, because I was going to get to that, but we're going to go right now since you brought it up. I love Mom. One of the things I love about you the most is that we talk. I'd say fairly frequently. And
we've talked enough.
We might be taking a break after this. And it never fails when we get around to TV shows that we're watching. You always say, "Hey, do you watch Scandal?" No, Mom, never watched Scandal. Oh, well, what about The Good Wife? No, still no. It's been 3 years. But I just love the fact that you would it was clockwork. You would ask me those two questions right in a row. That's what you want. You watch Scandal? No, I never saw it. No. But it's just, that cracks me up because you would say it every single time we talked. And I have to give the classic, you can actually, I want you to do it. When you are ready to get off the phone, you have a big tell. Like I know exactly when to hang up. It's when you want me to do it or you don't want to do it.
All right.
No, it's not. No.
I don't know.
No, it's not all right.
I said, I don't know.
No, but this is how you do it, though. It's you lead in. The lead in is the best part because that's when I know. You go, all right, we're talking blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when I'm ready.
That's a classic Sue right there. And then I just don't even bother saying goodbye. I just hang up. It's like a bye.
Oh, man.
Do you remember a time? It's not a Christmas moment, Mom, but it's one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me, and it was very embarrassing at first. But then, I have to laugh at it, and I have to give you super credit for this. I'll see if you can remember what it is when I start to talk about it. We were going to a Red Sox game, and we. Okay. Do you? All right. Obviously, you know.
I know.
All right. Do you want to tell it? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. I want to hear your version of it. because it's going to be way off. But
I couldn't believe I did that.
Well, neither could I.
We were going into the Red
Hold on.
Sox.
Can we enjoy the clock first? I hate this clock. One more time.
I love it.
One more time. Ugh, terrible. Stop. Okay. All right. It's like a train around here. Every hour I hear that thing.
Well, I love the train too.
Yeah, the train's fun.
But anyways, we were going into the Red Sox game. We were on, I forget whether it was the orange line. Is that
Green.
Well, we had to take the orange line to get to the green line.
But it happened on the green.
Oh, okay. So we were on the green line, and you were standing there, and for some reason I went up and I pulled down your pants.
Yes. That was.
I don't know why I did it,
Neither do I.
and to this day I don't know why I did it.
It was very. It was. Thank God I wasn't going commando, because
You'd think I had been drinking, and I hadn't.
that's debatable.
No. But I don't know. I just went up behind you and pulled down your pants.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just trying to embarrass you.
Well, it worked for a few minutes, sure. Then the people in the people on the team must have seen that happen all the time, because nobody batted an eye. But you laughed the whole trip, though.
Yeah. Well, to me it was funny.
Oh, it was
funny.
funny.
Sometimes I think I'm funny.
Well, which is really funny to me, because whenever we talk about TV shows, you don't like comedies.
Oh no, I like The Neighborhood.
You like The Neighborhood. That's the
I
one.
like
that's the one you
I
choose
like-
to like.
What?
That's the one you choose to like, The Neighborhood.
Oh, I love The Neighborhood.
What do you like best about it?
It's funny.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. That's a good answer.
But no, as a rule, you're right. I'm not big on comedies. I'm not a funny person. I just,
That's
I
true.
like the dramas.
Yes. Which funny, you just said something that reminded me about some questions. I asked people if they wanted to ask you questions. Not many did, but I'd like to address the ones that did.
Okay.
And, well, since you mentioned Tom Grady earlier, I'm sure this was a wise-ass comment, but answer it anyways. We can answer them. Why Buffalo? Was Boston not cold enough, or was it the Wings?
Well, what happened was I had moved to the Berkshires, as you well remember.
Yes.
But that wasn't far enough away from you. So it still came out. So I figured, well, the next step would Buffalo, New York, it'd be a big enough distance so that I wouldn't have to see you.
That's good. Did you practice that one? Because that was good.
No, but honestly, the reason that I did move to Buffalo was affordability.
Yeah, things are pretty cheap out there. It's good.
Yeah, I had gotten a 2-bedroom apartment for $425 with heat.
Wow.
And so that was after the heart stuff and everything. So I couldn't afford to stay in Stoneham.
I don't know where this place is. I would think Stoneham would be far away enough. I really do.
Nope. Well, maybe now, but but no, it's and now I live I live in a mobile home, and that cost me $4,000. So, and it's my own. So you can't, the affordability is no comparison.
Yeah.
So that's why I moved to Buffalo.
All right.
Or outside of Buffalo.
Yes, the suburb. Let me see. Melissa Passanisi Thorne, who was a guest of mine. You remember her episode?
Yes, I do.
She said, "What's been your favorite chatting with George's episode thus far? Also, are there any other podcasts that you listen to?"
Okay. The only podcast that I listen to is George's. And I've enjoyed them all. I've enjoyed the ones where I've known the people, like the one with Tom Grady and the one oh man, I enjoyed the one you did. I didn't know him, but the one about roast beef.
Yes, that was Andy Ferg. Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed that because you had mentioned, or he had mentioned, somebody mentioned beef on weck.
Yes.
And that actually originated out here. But the roast beef out here sucks. It's nothing like the roast beef that you get like at Liberty Bell. And I know Liberty Bell's wasn't one of his top ones, but I always liked Liberty Bell.
Oh, back in the day, that was one of the better ones, I believe. The one in Stoneham.
And I've been to Nips, and that was good.
Yeah.
But there's just no comparison with the roast beef. They believe in well done roast beef out here.
Yeah, and in all fairness to what that article was, is it was they hyped it up as Boston, and it wasn't specifically a North Shore roast beef, and they went alphabetical order, and that was the All Star Sandwich Bar, which I don't know if I lived around the corner from there. Remember, that was my buddy Costa. He's not really my buddy; he's an acquaintance, but I got to know him at All Star Sandwich, and he makes one of the best beef on wax, because I've had one in New York or a couple in New York, and his is very good as well. I don't know if I ever got anything for you from there before.
Well, the beef on weck, it's a salted roll is what it is.
Yeah.
It's roast beef on a sandwich with horseradish, and the roll has got caraway seeds and salt.
Wow, way to dumb it down.
What?
Wow, way to dumb it down.
No, but that's what it is.
I'm just kidding.
That's what it is. And, of course, out here, everybody, it's pizza and wings.
Yes. Everyone has wings.
Every Friday, it's fish fry.
Yes. And I've gone to a couple of fish fries, well, at least a fish fry with you out there.
Oh, you had one?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And where do you get your wings? I love that you're acting like you don't know.
No, when you come out, we go to Duff's.
Goddamn right.
But, I mean, I don't go to Duff's unless you guys are out here.
Well, you should.
No.
They depend on repeat customers.
I've tried the Duff's close by here, and they're not the same as the one that we go to.
Yeah, the one we go to is great.
Yeah.
But we have been to the original.
Yes, we have been. Oh, yeah, we were in the cage.
Right. Appropriately enough.
But, no, and I tried the Anchor Bar.
The Anchor Bar.
And that's another, they're famous out here for, the Anchor Bar is famous. But I like Duff's better.
Yeah, so do I. And we have had both, and I do think.
Oh, you had Anchor Bar?
Yeah, I got them from the airport that one time because they said that the airport one is better for whatever reason. So I'm like, all right, let me try them. And they were good. I mean, they're not bad wings by all means, but
no, they're not. But Duff's is better.
Yeah, it's that simple.
In my opinion.
In the right opinion.
Okay. Okay.
And you sent me a cooler of Duff wings on my birthday.
Yes.
Which was very nice. And I forget what's that place called again? Belly crap.
Goldbelly?
Yes, Goldbelly, yes. And they were great. I mean, obviously they weren't as good as being there, but as far as reminding you of it, they were still very good. They were still better than some of the wings I've had around here.
Well, I just didn't want you to, this is the first year that you guys haven't come out here, so I didn't want you to go a year without having Duff.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Of course. So I figured I would send you Duff's for your birthday.
Oh, that was the best present I've ever gotten.
Well, I don't know about that, but...
That's not true anyways.
Okay, so does that answer Tom's question?
Well, that was Melissa, but sure.
What?
That was Melissa's question, but sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I led with that.
Oh, okay.
It was Melissa.
All right.
Classic Sue. And you have a thing where you, despite the fact that I'm on over 20 platforms, you insist on listening on the Amazon Echo. Yes,
I listen to you on Amazon. On the Echo.
Yeah. And how long did it take you to figure it out? How many phone calls to me did it take to?
All right. Well, when you first told me, I didn't remember. And then you told me again, and I wrote it down. And for several times, I had to look at what I had written down to get it. And now I can do it.
Because actually, it's tough that it doesn't really recognize Well, because you have to go in the back way sometimes because it doesn't recognize the name.
Well, I do it off my phone now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You go through the app because it won't.
Right.
Sometimes I'll say it and they go, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, I did ask her once, and she did it for me, but I just go in through the phone now. It's easier, less frustrating.
Exactly. This question makes absolutely no sense, but I'm going to ask anyways. I'm going to read it to you anyways, and I don't even know if it's a question for you. It's Joey Aronson. It said, did you walk to Central? What route did you take? Junior high, same question. Or did Mom the you? And then underneath that, he replied, damn, back up. Did you go to Robin Hood? So take it away, Mom.
Well, when we first moved to Stoneham, you went to Robin Hood.
Correct.
And then
even though we lived a block away from South School, we walked further to our bus stop to get to Robin Hood than we did.
Exactly. So the first year that we lived in Stoneham, you did go to Robin Hood. You took the bus.
Yes.
And then I think you went right from there to Central, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then from there to the high school.
Or the junior high school.
Well, Central was the junior high school, wasn't it?
No, I think it is now. Central School was 1 through 6.
Central School anymore.
And I know, but at the time it was 1 through 6. The junior high was 7 and 8, and then 9 through 12 was his high school.
But wasn't Central? Okay.
What classes did you take there?
What classes did I take? I didn't take any classes there.
Exactly.
Went there when you got in trouble.
Please.
Just like the high school.
Just like what now?
The high school, when you went to the high school and I had to go see Mr. Rowley.
Mr. Rowley. Well, Mr. Rowley was at the
He was at the high school.
No. Campagna and Ryan was at the high school.
Before that, it was Mr. Rowley because he was blind in one eye or something.
Oh, that's why it was him? Because he was blind in one eye? Well, first of all, it's Mr. Rowell. It's not the town of Rowley.
Mr. Rowell. I had to go see him, and that was at the high school.
No, Mom, I beg to differ.
Okay, all right, let me put it this way.
Please.
What grade were you in when you took your field trip into Boston?
I forget.
Okay, I believe it was at the high school because I remember having to go up to the high school and sit in Mr. Rowell's office, and you had told me he was blind in one eye.
I never said that. I don't even know if he's blind in one eye.
And I couldn't help but look at his eye.
Maybe that's why I told you.
And I, that's the time that they left you and I forget who you were with, but you missed the bus coming back.
No, listen, that's true. But Campagna was in the high school because you would.
I know Campagna was in there.
And what he would do is he would put one foot on a chair, so in front of you, and he'd have his balls in your face, and we called him Biff, B-I-F,
okay.
Balls in face.
Wait a minute.
Raul was tiny. Small.
What I'm talking about was Ryan, I believe, was the principal, and Raul and Campagna were the assistant principal.
Oh my God! You know what?
I'm right.
You are.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
My God! Oh, I just hurt myself because you are absolutely right. I totally.
Well, say that again. I didn't hear you.
That again, I didn't hear you. You're right. People were probably yelling at me on the whatever they're listening to because you are absolutely right.
Yep.
Merry Christmas, Mom. That's your gift.
Wow.
I threw it. I threw it for you.
It doesn't happen very often.
That's true.
But when it does.
You know who I was thinking of?
I remember I went up there. I was so bold because you and who were you with that got left behind?
Larry Hurley.
Larry Hurley, okay. They took off without you, and I was ripping.
Well, they said they were going to, in their defense. And actually, that's why I took so long, because they said they were leaving at, let's make up, at 1, with or without you. So once I looked at the clock and realized it was past 1, I'm like, well, they left, so might as well hang out. So in their defense, I made no effort to get back because I thought they had already left.
Okay, well, I mean, I just didn't think it was appropriate that on a school field trip that whether or not you were supposed to be at a certain place, that they would take off and leave you in Boston. I didn't approve of that.
Well, if I were them, I would say, wow, this dumbass can't get here by 1 o'clock. I told him 1 o'clock, and it's 1 o'clock and he's not here.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I got anywhere, but I had to go up there and sit across from him and express my displeasure.
Yeah, but you're just talking like a mother.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I was ripping.
So you think that I was in the right?
Not necessarily, but they were in the wrong, not waiting for you.
All right, that might be fair, but again, in their defense, once I realized it was past 1, I knew they had left. So I and they may have.
You were only like in a freshman or whatever. I mean, you were only like 15.
Is that the man?
And you shouldn't be in Boston by yourself,
I was with Larry.
in my opinion.
I was with Larry Hurley. What could go wrong?
Well, anyhow, that was just my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
But yes, you were right. I was thinking of Principal Grillo, who was the principal in Central School. Mm-hmm. No, you were. But I'm not saying I wasn't wrong. I'm just saying that's what I was thinking. I made the mistake of confusing.
You made the mistake? Wow.
Again, it's Christmas. Consider this your gift. This is your stocking stuffer. The first one was the gift. That was the stocking stuffer.
Okay. Okay.
And this ought to be interesting because I know the answer. Niecey Denise wants to know, who do you think George gets his sense of humor from?
Definitely not me.
That's the answer. And Bridget Clayton wants to know, more like, who do you blame for George's sense of humor?
His father.
I love how the answers differ.
What did you think I was going to say?
No, I knew what you were going to say because you're not funny.
Oh.
You're not funny at all.
No, you take after the Noonan side as far as if you want to call it a sense of humor.
Oh, please. I think John might listen. Let's be nice.
But you definitely don't take after me.
That's the good side.
That respect.
Yes. And Frank Landers, Frank Landers, wants...
Oh, I know Frank Landers.
That sounds like a story.
Well...
Oh, all right, be nice. I like Frank.
I do too. Just, I want him to know that I know what you guys were doing down in the cemetery. No comment?
Are you talking about me and him?
Yeah. No comment?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't remember when you and Frank used to go down to the cemetery?
Did I dial the right number?
What?
What the hell did we do down the cemetery?
Well, maybe you should ask Frank.
What? Are you joking right now?
No, I'm not joking. I'm serious.
Was it bad?
You probably didn't think it was bad, but
But Frank did? You blaming Frank on this?
Oh, no, I'm not blaming Frank. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying that I know what you guys were doing in the cemetery.
Sounds like a sequel. But I don't even know what we do in the cemetery. We would drive which cemetery?
I don't know which cemetery.
So how do you really know then?
Because you told me.
I told you. What would I tell you? Was I making stuff up? Was I trying to goof with you?
No, I mean, it wasn't just you and Frank.
It wasn't just... Now, there's other people involved.
Okay, well, we'll skip over that. But just, I know what you were doing in the cemetery.
Okay. Sounds good.
Some things are better left unsaid.
But yet you said it anyways.
I didn't say what you were doing in the cemetery. I just said I know what you were doing in the cemetery.
First of all, you don't remember what happened last week. How am I to believe that you remember what happened years ago?
Certain things happen as a result of that are unforgettable. So there was a certain incident that happened after a cemetery trip that I will never forget.
Who's making cemetery trips, though?
You told me, well, if I'm to believe you, you told me that you and Frank would go to the cemetery, and that's where you did what you did.
But I don't know. We didn't do anything wrong, though. Like Frank and I never. We never.
I didn't say it was wrong. Well, maybe it's wrong, but.
But we never. We never really did anything illegal or anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So you're saying it is illegal?
No, it's not illegal.
Because all I remember is we would ride our bikes through cemeteries because they were shortcuts.
No, you'd go at night.
We'd go at night?
Yeah. That's what you told me. Now, I'm basing this on what you told me.
Well, then I was lying to you or making it up or something because I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Are you sure this is my story to tell, not someone else's?
Well, I'm certainly not going to say
No,
it.
no. What I mean is, you sure it wasn't Sandy or David?
No. This was you. Did they hang out with Frank?
That's a good point. I truly don't know. You'll have to tell me afterwards.
Well, I'll tell you sometime when we're not. I don't want the world to know what you were doing down in the cemetery.
The world, yeah. Okay. At any rate, he wants he wants you to reveal why I've only worn shorts since 1986.
Say that again.
That again. He wants to know why I've only worn shorts since 1986. Obviously, he's busting
I
balls.
really and truly do not know why. I don't. Am I supposed to know?
It was ball busting. He was just busting balls. That's all. No, you're not supposed to know.
Okay. I really and truly. Why have you?
It's. I don't like the answer. It's going to sound vain.
What, you like to show off your legs?
No. It's my pants. Sometimes my pants were too tight in the calf area, and I didn't. And
okay. I have that problem too.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't wear shorts all the time.
Right, but I do. So that's
Okay.
why. That's why. That's how it started. And then I realized I don't really get that cold until certain points of the winter.
Right, but you do wear pants now. Sometimes.
Yeah. Of course, I wear pants when I'm cold. I'm not a. I mean, people always make the joke about there's always one guy wearing shorts in the snow, but a lot of times it's like 45 degrees in the snow, so it's really not that cold.
Right. But thank goodness they come out with sweatpants and stuff now, so it makes it it makes it easier, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. But yeah, no, I know that you were known as the idiot that wore shorts.
That's right. If you're gonna be known as an idiot, that's the one to be.
Yep, absolutely.
So what was you? Do you have anything Christmas-y that you? Oh, what books are you reading? I think someone mentioned that. Someone asked that as well.
I'm on to. I like James Patterson.
Yeah. Oh, Melissa. That was Melissa, by the way. I want to give her. What books are you reading these days?
The newest Alex Cross one.
What's he on? Like 45 now?
What?
What's he on? Like 45 books now for James Cross? I mean, for Alex Cross.
Now his son Allie's got his own. There's a series about him, and I don't. I read in spurts. I don't. I'll go months actually without reading because I'm so busy watching.
Good Wife and Scandal.
Yeah, have you ever watched Scandal? Hey, did you notice that thing I put on your FaceTime? That's from The Good Wife.
The FaceTime.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I know she's a star. Just because I don't watch the show doesn't mean I don't know who's in it.
Oh, okay.
I never saw the Beatles, but I can name them.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
And by the way,
Fair enough.
you should have put that. This is the best mom thing ever. You should have put that on what I sent you on your page. You should have put that in the comments because it made no sense when you just look at it on my page. You were actually answering what I said to you.
Well, I know, but the reason I put that on your page was because nobody looks at my page.
Oh, so you're not talking to me. You're showing off for everybody else.
I'm just letting people know.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Because people look at your page, you and your Uncle Jim and Debbie. They look at they'll look at my page, but
So you're doing it for the publicity. So you do kind of like comedy because you're trying to be funny.
Well, yeah, sometimes I guess.
Mom, let's talk about that picture in the convertible that I put on Facebook. I put on my podcast page. How old are you in that picture?
Well, if you look at the date.
Oh, that's a good thing. All right, you know what? I will look at the date then.
It was taken in 2006.
Well, I don't have the date. I cropped it out. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, that was down in Florida in 2006.
And that was you and Sandy were down there to visit your mother. your yearly
Yes.
your yearly trips,
Yes.
and you look like I was going to say look like more like the 80s. You got the Miami Vice look going there. The what's that color? It's like a what's the word for that? It's like it's not pink, but it's like neon. I don't know. And you tanned up very well back then.
Oh, I always did. That's the Italian in me.
Yeah, blame the Italians. Great way to go.
What?
Blame the Italians.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now, here's an interesting thing. You were adopted,
Yes, I was.
and you met your mother.
Yes, I did.
And a friend of yours was with you, Linda
Sinclair.
Linda Sinclair. Yes, we can say that. And she told me that you were dead ringers, even the laugh.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah.
Like that, you. I don't know how old you were when she gave you up, but you have that same laugh. How does that? I don't.
I was a month old. Well, actually, Grandma and Grandpa got me when I was a month old.
And yet you carried
think-
that over though. That's I find that amazing.
I carried what over?
The laugh. You guys had the same laugh. Linda said.
Well, that's not. I mean, some things are hereditary. So no matter what, I mean, you know.
I don't laugh like you.
Oh, thank God, huh?
For me.
No, but you have certain. You have certain traits.
Well, I'm not talking traits though. I mean, I don't think laughter is a trait, is it?
I don't know.
Classic Sue.
All I know is that when I was born, my name was Donna Marie Bellemare, and then it turned to Susan Marie Roberge.
I thought it was Zeno.
That was my biological mother's real name, but nobody knew that she was pregnant except her grandmother.
Because they're in the mafia, right?
So, well, they did have ties.
Nice.
They were all from Watertown.
The mean streets of Watertown?
What?
The mean streets of Watertown?
Yeah. Anyhow, so the doctor gave me, a fake name, but I actually have that birth certificate.
What did it say?
I have. What?
What did it say?
Donna Marie Bellemare.
Oh, I thought so. It's how is it a fake birth certificate then? If that's her name,
It's not a fake birth certificate. It's real.
I thought you just said you gave me that he made a fake birth certificate.
He made up a name.
Oh, so the
He made
doctor
up a
named you?
name. What?
The doctor named you?
Yeah.
But Bellemare was the correct last name. He just didn't want to put Jane Doe Bellemare.
He made up a name.
You've said too much.
My mother's name was Dolores Zeno.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay, so he made up a name for this particular baby.
Well, who comes up with Bellemare though? I mean, that's what I guess that's what threw me because
You'll have to ask the doctor.
I'm going to believe me. I'm gonna ask
Well,
Google. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Google it.
You can't. He's dead.
Way to bring it. This is Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Cemeteries, dead doctors. Wow, way to go, Mom. Way to bring it. This is why I hesitated to do this.
You hesitated to do what?
I'm just kidding with you.
Oh, okay.
I know you don't like comedy. Sorry.
Once in a while, I do. I like the neighborhood.
You like comedy Tuesdays from 8 to 8:30. That's it.
No, actually, it's on Monday.
I knew you were going to do that. I have no idea when it's on. You DVR'd anyways. You don't watch it live.
No, I tape a lot of stuff. That way I can zip through the commercials. Now, are there any new shows that you're watching that you like? What about Transplant?
No, I haven't started that. I don't even know what it is, so I guess I don't know.
Okay.
Big.
One show that I watch.
Hey, Mom, when you ask a question, you should probably let the person answer it before you go on. But whatever. Go
Well,
ahead. It's your show. It's your show. Go ahead, take it.
I don't want to forget to ask you, but I just finished on Netflix Trial 4.
Yes. And
It's real. It's a true.
It's real.
It's real. I mean, it's a documentary. It's true.
Right. It's a true story. I gotcha.
Yeah, and it happened in Boston.
Oh, is that true? I didn't know that.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. I didn't know it was in Boston. I never knew where it was.
Oh, okay. Anyways, that was excellent. There's eight episodes.
Okay.
So I binge watched that last week.
Wow, you're a binge watcher. I like it.
Yeah. But you guys always are wicked behind in your shows.
Yeah, because you don't shut up. I got on the phone with you, you talk for 4.5 hours, and you go, I don't know. And it's like, all right, press play again because...
What's your favorite TV show that you're watching now?
That I'm watching currently? You want to laugh? It's not real though. It's not. I mean, I don't mean it's not real. It's not current in that there's new episodes. It's a show, and I swear I'm gonna get. I don't know why I'm telling this because this is like a guilty pleasure. It's really not the best thing ever, but it's called World's Dumbest, and it's on True TV. And what it is they show, it's basically just videos of people being donkeys, and these B, C, and D list celebrities make fun of it.
Okay, kind of like the ridiculousness.
Well, yeah, but ridiculous is current, and it's there's new episodes out. This happened back in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
And they made like 20 seasons or something, and it's just but the comedy was different. They could get away with a little more. Like you couldn't air the stuff they do now. It's not that it's horrendous. It's not like a Dean Martin roast, but they do say things that are they're making jokes. And
okay.
But they're on every weekend, from like 9 a.m. Sometimes it's marathons. They go from at least 9 to 12. So that's usually what I'm watching on Saturday mornings.
Oh, okay. So this is like funny things as opposed to things
you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it.
No. No, but the ridiculousness is things that are,
ridiculous.
They hurt or you're,
Nut shots, Mom? You talk about nut shots?
Yeah, or, whatever. Things that make you cringe.
Yeah, well, that's the same. It is the same thing. It is the same thing. It was actually done before ridiculousness. How do you like that? But they just make it. They do an hour long, and they talk about the clips. They're comedians, so most of them are comedians. Tonya Harding's in it, actually. She's like one of the unfunniest people, but she's so unfunny that she's funny. When I first watched it, it just happened to be on one day. I forget why, when, who cares. And I thought it was the stupidest thing I ever saw, but I let it go. And then I started to like the people. I watched for the videos because I like stupid videos like that. But once you get to know the people, now I can't stop laughing at it. It's one of those things where you just have to get acclimated to the taste of it, I guess. It's like a fine wine, Mom. That's how I look at it.
Okay, so now you just said that, what did you say, Tonya Harding is so unfunny that she's funny?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's like The Neighborhood.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I mean, the stuff that happens is so stupid, it's funny.
That's why it's called a sitcom. It's a situational comedy. It's situational.
Yeah. You ought to watch it.
Yeah. No, I actually tried it. I didn't really. It was better than I thought it was going to be, but I didn't care to watch it.
All right. Well, I made David watch one episode, and he thought it was horrible.
Yeah. Well, he's probably right. I was trying to be nice. Merry Christmas, but no, it was better than I thought, but I really had a low bar for it.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about something I like, so the bar doesn't have to be that high.
Oh, Mom, how do you do that voodoo that you do so well?
What? You tend to mumble. What?
Do I?
Yes.
Never mind. It was a joke. But I watched that. I watched that show. As far as like new stuff, I like Mom with Allison Janney. Anna Faris left the show, so it's with Alice Janney.
Okay.
Do you watch Big Sky on? I think it's.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's right. I know you do. I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, I didn't see the most recent one, so no spoilers.
Okay. All right. I won't say anything about it.
No, I know. Like obviously, I want to say The Mandalorian, but I know you don't have Disney Plus and you wouldn't watch it anyways. But
no. Now The Mandalorian. That's new, right? The only reason that I'm saying it is because I think David, Lucy, and Hazel watched the last 2 episodes of that.
That's all they watched was the last 2 episodes?
Or they're...
I know what you mean. I'm just teasing. Of course they watch it. They like Star Wars.
Yeah. So that's the only reason I know what Mandalorian is, because I never watched any of that stuff.
Oh, really? Well, Mom, I'll send you $10. Go watch a Star Wars.
No, thank you.
Crystal will get that joke.
Oh, okay.
It's from Arrested Development, which is my all-time favorite comedy. I think it even surpasses Cheers as my all-time favorite comedy.
Okay, I don't know if I ever saw that.
No, I call it a comedy, so that rules it out.
No, I mean I have watched some comedies, like what was it? Vacation.
Abbott and Costello.
No, Chevy Chase. Is that his name?
Yes, Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I watched
That's a movie.
the what?
That's a movie.
Yeah, well, I watched all of them. When they went here, there, and everywhere.
Oh, that must have been the fourth one.
What?
Vacation, Here, There, and Everywhere.
No, but I mean they had more than one vacation. And then there was a Christmas one. Now I laughed at stuff like that. That's a comedy, right?
Yes, it's a comedy.
Okay, so I do like some comedy.
Yeah, some with Chevy Chase.
Isn't that who the star was?
I'm just playing with it. Yes, it was Chevy Chase. Yes.
Okay. See, you have a habit of doing this. You make me wonder if what I'm saying, if I know what I'm talking. You've always been able to do that.
That's why I keep calling you back. It's fun.
What?
That's why I keep calling you back. It's fun. I actually saw you brought up Vacation. The last Comic-Con. Oh, one of the last Comic-Con. No, it might have been the last Comic-Con I went to. Had the Vacation station wagon.
A what?
The station wagon that they drove to Wally World.
Oh.
They had it at the Rhode Island Comic-Con.
Oh.
I'm sure they bring it other places too, but that's where I saw it. Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. Good stuff, right?
Oh, I'm thrilled you told me that.
I don't know.
Oh, are you done with me now? You're all set with me?
No, I'm just teasing. So this is your first Christmas not coming out here.
Last year. No, I can't say that. When I first moved in here, I did not.
Oh,
so I
true?
did not go out in 2006.
Oh, I don't think I remember that. Did you mail me money?
Because I'm talking about not moving out to New York. I moved out to New York in 2003. I'll never forget that because I moved out on Labor Day weekend, and the first football game was Bills versus Patriots, and the Bills killed us 31-0.
Remember that vividly, not fondly. Sorry, but you
I
got the last
lived in
laugh. You got the last laugh though.
Yes, I did. But that's when I lived in North Tonawanda.
Is that a casino?
2000. No.
It's not a casino?
No. That was in 2003. Then I moved into this mobile home in 2006, November. So I did not go out in 2006.
Okay.
And then the only other time I have not gone out was last year because I broke my ankle.
What year was that? 2019.
19.
Okay.
And obviously I'm not coming out this year. So hopefully next year.
What next year will be
21.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
No,
it's cute the way you say "and." Like back when I was born, was it 19 and 71, or was it just 1971?
Unfortunately, you were in 1971.
I'm just playing with you, Mom. The fun we have.
Been a pain in the ass from even before on.
Oh, people ask me about my scar on my head, and they don't. I always try to say something like tough, like the war. But realistically, it was because, and I didn't know this until I was busting your chops one day, rarely, and you referred to me as a $20 baby.
Yes, you were. You were a $20 baby.
Why is that?
Because the doctors screwed up, and you came out sideways.
That must have killed.
I didn't feel a thing.
That hurts my ego.
Well, they knocked me out.
Oh,
but you came out sideways with, and then they, with the forceps or whatever, you ended up with a decompressed skull fracture. So they had to operate on you when you were like 45 minutes old.
Oof.
hence the scar.
Yes, yes. And why? But how do you know it was a $20 baby?
Well, because I bitched to the doctor. I said, I'm not paying this because, look what you did to him. So they knew that I could have sued them or whatever. So it was just, they never sent me a bill.
Did you ask to see a manager?
No, I just, this doctor was horrible.
Oh, well, good to know you took care of me from the start. That's good.
Who took care of you?
No, obviously not you. You took me to a crappy doctor.
I didn't know he was a crappy doctor afterwards.
Until afterwards. He became one.
I never went back to him. But, no, like I said, you were a pain in the ass from before you were born even.
But to answer the question, you got a bill in the mail and it was for $20.
No, I had paid $20 when I went for the office visit.
Oh.
And I never had to pay anything else.
I was a freebie.
No, you cost me $20.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, I was so good that you had two more. I mean, I'm doing something right.
No,
Yeah.
you were horrible.
Well, then why'd you have it again? No one says, hey, listen, this is horrible. Let's have another one.
I didn't want to be stuck with just you.
Oh, stop.
And I figured if I could get through you, I could do anything.
Okay.
Do you remember on Carter Street
Carter Street, what?
when
You don't even remember.
Sandy had the room on the second floor? We lived in the duplex.
Yes.
You were up on the third floor, and Sandy was on the second floor
Yes.
in the bedroom next to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I was out on the back porch one day,
No, I know where you're going.
and all of a sudden you were hanging out the window.
Well, that's what you do.
I was like, oh my God, what do I do?
What do? You be a good parent and watch your kids. That's what you do.
Well, what kid is going to open the window and hang halfway out?
Every kid's going to do that.
No, I've never heard of another kid doing that.
I thought you were going to go with the baby powder.
Well, that too, but this was more traumatic than the baby powder.
I don't remember doing that, to be honest. I remember.
You don't remember hanging out of the window? And I didn't know whether to stand there and catch you or run upstairs and drag you back in.
It's like Sophie's Choice, isn't it?
It's Anyways, I ran back in and pulled you in.
Good thing my grip at 5 years old was strong. We should have just waited for me to drop and catch me.
Well, yeah, but who's to say you'd come out? Now, who's to say I'd be able to catch you?
That's a good point. You probably played the right odds. Good for you, Mom. Good parenting. I take it all back.
And then the time when I went in to get Sandy up, there was baby powder all over the place.
Well, it shouldn't.
And you're trying to tell me that she did it.
Yeah, of course.
She did it.
Right. True. True.
You were horrible.
Ugh.
And do you remember how you treated Uncle Frank when he lived with us?
Oh, well, let's not block out the memory of why I did that. You instructed me to do that stuff.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, tongs. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the tongs.
Yeah, okay. My Uncle Frank was my mother's youngest brother, and he stayed with us for a little while. And when he would go to the bathroom, my mother would tell me, go pinch him with the tongs. And me, being the loving child doing what the mother says, I did it. And of course, he knew who it was. He was never mad at me. He was mad at you.
He never got mad at me.
No, not mad, but you know what I mean. He knew who was behind it. But no, that's a true story. I didn't do that on my own. Who would do that on their own? You told me to do it.
I guess I remember.
Well, because you and he would have the best prank wars, farting contests, and everything. I mean, you guys got along fantastically, and we're always.
Oh, remember on Lincoln Street, he'd eat Swiss cheese.
I don't, but.
Oh, and he smoked his cool cigarettes and farted and
farted.
Oh my. Yeah, it was horrific.
But you guys always goofed on each other and stuff.
Oh, I know. But we had some fun times.
Yeah, I'll take the blame for most stuff, but not the Frank thing because you made me do it.
Okay.
But that's true though. You did. Oh, you didn't make
right.
me. You didn't make me. You suggested I do it. But again,
yeah, and then you started really liking it because then when we moved,
that's true.
When we moved to Woburn, you guys shared a room on the third floor. You and Frank.
Wait. Oh, you. Wait, well, Wait, but Stoneham
When
was...
we lived in Woburn,
Yeah.
and Frank moved in with us,
Yeah.
he shared a room with you.
Oh, okay. Up
Okay.
on the third floor, right? That's before. See, I'm picturing doing it in Stoneham. That's why I don't remember.
Oh, okay. In Stoneham?
No, I don't know where that is.
He lived with us in Woburn.
Okay, but why did I do it in Stoneham then? Because I remember going into the bathroom on Lincoln Street and doing it.
Oh, because by then, no, I got you to do it when we lived in Woburn, and then it got to the point where you did it on your own.
I just did it like clockwork.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I was a good kid. What do you want me to do?
You loved aggravating them.
That's heredity. Hello?
Not from my side.
Yes, it's from you. What do you mean not from my side? I
I don't aggravate anybody.
You aggravated Frank all the time.
Well, we fooled around.
That's what I'm saying. Well, don't put it that way. It's got to be a better way to say that.
Okay, all right. But what do you have any fond memories?
No, I can't remember past this morning. Before this morning, I should say. Did light just dawn on Marblehead? What'd you just do that for?
No, I mean, this is supposed to be Christmas. Do you have a favorite Christmas?
2003. I knew you'd get it.
I didn't say 2003 because I said 2006.
You were with us 2003?
I believe I was.
You just ruined a good joke. Thanks, Mom.
Yep, anytime. No, but seriously, do you have a favorite Christmas, whether it was at our house or the Noonan house? Do you have a favorite Christmas?
I don't.
Other than getting the brown bike?
Yeah, that was the worst. No, I don't. I don't really. I don't know. I guess I don't really. I don't want to say care that much, but it doesn't. It was never something. As a kid, obviously, you get excited, but I just don't get too excited.
No biggie, right?
Yeah, kind of. Right. I mean,
like me this year and last year, you wouldn't even know it was Christmas. There's not one. Oh, I have a couple of Christmas cards, so that's that's Christmas here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just never. I mean, that's just to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, another Christmas thing. That's how the fudge tradition started.
Yeah, talk about that because you make some great fudge. And I did receive the fudge you sent.
You're the only. I sent out packages to you, Sandy, and David. You're the only one that has gotten a package.
Well, they know who's boss.
Oh, I Anyways,
Fudge.
There was a time when money was short, and I just didn't have money to buy Christmas presents for everybody. So that's when I started making cookies and started making the fudge. And the cookies have stopped, but the fudge continues. So I've been doing that for like 45 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And the only year that I did not make it was the year that I broke my hip and was in Stoneham for 3 months.
It's no excuse.
What?
It's no excuse.
Well, I didn't have my fudge pot.
Your fudge pot?
Yeah. My special fudge pot.
Is that the only thing you use that pot for, is the fudge?
Yep.
Wow. Well, I guess hence the name, I'm assuming. But
Yeah.
And people...
Found it down in the basement on Carter Street in Woburn.
Yeah, because I threw it down the chimney.
No. Honestly, I found it down in the basement. It's been the fudge pot ever since.
Wait, so you found something that didn't belong to you down in the basement, the bowels of a house, and you said, let's put food in it?
Well, I cleaned it and everything, but it's big, heavy. It's not cast iron, but it's a big, heavy pot, and that's what I've used to make fudge.
Maybe that's why it tastes so good. We're reading Woburn, whatever, asbestos. They didn't have that back then, right? I mean, they didn't take care of that crap.
Yes, of course they did. Our I believe our heater was covered in asbestos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't care about that back then.
Right. Right.
Is it true
But-
people complained the year that they didn't get it?
That they didn't get my fudge?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I used to give it to a ton of people, and then, every year the list would get smaller and smaller.
Yeah. So you should be done by what, 2023?
Oh, what are you saying? I'm going to be dead by then?
No,
You who said I would be dead at 40.
well, in my defense, you lived the life. You were smoking 10,000 packs a day. That's all I base it on, really. And plus, I was young when I said it. It wouldn't hold up in court. I'll be honest with you.
40 doesn't seem so old now, does it?
No.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be 50
Yeah.
next year?
God willing. Yeah.
50. Wow.
Oh, what? Really? You were born in 1950. That's a wow.
I remember I hated my 50th birthday.
Why? How come?
I don't know. I was out in Washington then.
Yeah.
And for some reason...
Washington, Mass. To be the Berkshires. Washington.
Yeah, Washington, out in the Berkshires. I don't know, for some reason, 50 really bothered me.
In what way? Like mentally? I mean, no, it's not physically, but did you just wake up and go, holy crap? Is it? So it's the number is what got you.
The number 50 got me.
Yeah. 40 was no problem?
What?
40 was no problem?
No.
Well, 40 were rubbing it in my face that you made it.
Yeah.
So that was there.
And 30 was no problem. No, the only one that really bothered me was 50.
Well, I wonder if it'll bother me.
I don't know.
I'm not going to tell. Are you ready? You done with me now?
No, I'm just saying I don't know if it'll bother you or not, but if it did, you wouldn't tell me anyhow.
That's true. I'd keep that close to the vest.
Uh-huh.
How long did it take you to get over it? 51?
No, I was depressed about it for, I don't know, a couple of days, and then it was done.
So you were legitimately, like, when you say depressed, I mean, you weren't like Charlie Brown walking down the street with his head down, right? I mean, you were, or were you? Like when you say depressed, to what degree?
I was bummed. I wasn't going to kill myself.
No,
or anything,
I know that. But like what? But
I just was depressed about it.
Wow.
And but like I said, that lasted for a day or two, and then life goes on. So put it behind you.
It is what it is, Mom.
Yeah, I don't like that anymore.
You don't like that anymore. Why? That's
no,
you
don't
afraid.
even ask. No, I'm not going to say why. I just don't like that anymore.
Okay. Wow. Noted.
What?
Noted.
Well, no. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I don't like it anymore.
Okay. That's fine.
I know. I always said that. In fact, I sent Jim a plaque with it.
I've seen it. He has it on his fridge.
He's more than welcome to throw it away if he wants.
Oh, stop it.
But I just...
You're over it.
big time, done with it.
All right, that's fine.
Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Are you over the? Are you going to watch the? What's that? Are the Bills on this? Today? They were. Were they? No, they were.
Yesterday, they won the AFC East.
There was a game. They won. Oh, you mean Thursday, right?
No, they played yesterday afternoon.
They did. I didn't even know.
Yeah, there were games on yesterday, dear.
What time?
It was I don't know, 3 or 4.
Oh, I did. I taped a podcast yesterday at 3:00.
Yeah, the Bills beat the Broncos, so first time in 25 years that they've gotten the AFC East.
Wow.
Yep.
Huh. I didn't even know. I can't even blame doing the podcast because I would have at least known they were playing. I forgot there were Saturday games coming up.
Yeah.
And they were here already.
Yeah. So I'm sure that there are a lot of happy people around here.
Yeah. No, are you going to watch do you get the Pats game? What's your 1:00?
Actually, I am getting it. And they're not playing at 1. I believe they're playing later.
I'm the
They're
worst.
playing down in Miami.
Yeah, why are they playing at 4 o'clock in Miami?
I don't know.
I haven't been following as much as I usually do, as you can clearly see.
Well, I haven't either, as we've talked about.
Right. But I was expecting a 1 o'clock game. That's why I did this at 11. Actually,
Oh, yeah, no, because I checked. We're on later. See, I don't get to see every Pats game, but today I will.
Good. Will you watch?
Yeah, probably some of it. I'm just not into football this year.
I wasn't into any sports this year, really. I didn't watch any baseball. I didn't watch any of the sports. I'm not going to name them. I haven't watched any of them, really. I think I watched 2 Red Sox games they were both on a Saturday, and just because there was nothing else to do.
Oh.
But I usually watch a lot more than 2. Not
I know
not
you-
every game, but I watch, and I even watch other teams play.
Yeah. Well, I just, usually I have the NFL Network, and I'm usually watching that religiously, and I just haven't. But I was actually thinking of having it taken off.
Wow.
But I'm not gonna do that.
The Red Zone channel.
Well, I watched the Red Zone channel a couple of weeks ago, and that's really the only time I've watched it.
Why? It's such a great show. Do you have a hard
yeah.
time following along? Is that what it is?
Oh no! I can follow along.
Then what's not to love? Scott Hansen's the best host ever.
Well, I just haven't. Maybe it's because I really haven't cared this year.
Yeah, no, I'm teasing. Of course that's what it is. I think a lot of people are. I expected the NFL to be over by now. I thought for sure they would never make this far into the season.
And where's the Super Bowl? Down in Tampa?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now the Tampa Bay's not doing that well.
No, they won their last game. They're
Oh, did they?
yeah, they're fine.
See, I'm not following it.
Yeah, they beat I believe they beat Minnesota.
Oh, okay. So where are they? Are the Saints over them?
Yeah, the Saints are I think the Saints are the number 1 seed.
Okay, but will Tampa make it to the playoffs?
No, wait, is Green Bay the number 1? I don't know. Tampa should make it to the playoffs. Yes, I believe they will.
Now, you were telling me that they're doing a lot worse since they got Antonio Brown.
I never said that.
Oh. You didn't say that?
No?
Okay, then it was your brother I was talking to.
Oh, you're talking to my brother behind my back?
No. See, sometimes I forget who I say what to.
I have a hard time believing that.
So you didn't say, no, because we really haven't talked football, have we?
No, because I don't even know when people play anymore.
You don't know what?
I don't even know when people play anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he seems to think that since they got Antonio Brown, they haven't done as well.
Well, they lost a few in a row, but that's, it's football. Just because you get Tom Brady, if it's not tennis, it's a team game.
Right. Oh, I know. I'm well aware.
Yeah.
I'm well aware. But now, do you think that Cam Newton will be the quarterback next year?
I do.
Okay.
I don't know what I base it on, but I just do. I just don't know if you can get better. I don't think I can't speak for them. I don't think I want anyone. It's funny because Cam's not really lighting it up, but he is rushing for scores. He's not throwing.
But he's not throwing, correct?
Right, but he's running. They get down to it's funny because they're so predictable about it. You'd think they'd stop him by now. They get down to the red zone, and then it's Cam left, Cam up the middle, Cam right. I mean, it's really.
Yeah, it's all Cam Newton.
But you can't. But you have to stop him. I can tell you what I'm going to do. Everyone knows when Brady's going to go do his quarterback sneak, and he gets it almost every time.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I am a fan of Cam Newton. I have been. The only thing I didn't like about Cam Newton was the attitude he had after the Super Bowl when he lost, and he kind of. I think if I remember correctly, he was. In his defense, he just lost the Super Bowl. Not everyone has the wherewithal to not let it show.
Right. Plus, from what I understand, is that you can hear the winning team. I mean, you can hear what they're saying.
Yeah, well, but how many times have someone lost a Super Bowl? Every.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
know.
I mean, when Brady has a bad attitude too when he loses. He won't shake people's hands and stuff for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean,
The first time I said, okay, well, maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's COVID, but he only does it to people that beat him.
I just,
Oh boy, has it been an hour? Jesus.
oh yeah, here it is. You know who loves that clock and who's going to get it is Matthew.
He can have it. Give it to him now.
I've had this clock for years.
I know. Too many years.
Where was I when I first got that?
Out of your mind.
No, it wasn't Reuben. It was Stoneham. Yeah,
I don't know either of those
I got
places.
that at what's the name of that store?
Crap R Us.
No, it used to be up at the was it Service Merchandise?
In Burlington, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
Wow. Did you pick it out of the catalog or did you go in and shop around?
No, I went in and shopped and got that.
Remember the Service Merchandise catalog was like 3 phone books put together? 3 yellow pages, not phone books, 3 yellow pages. It was the biggest thing ever. I used to spend days going through that.
I honestly don't remember the cat. I always used to just go to the store.
Wow, you're doing it wrong. They brought it to you. Oh, maybe because you couldn't find it because I had it.
It could be, but that was from Service Merchandise, and I love that. Love that clock.
I have no idea why. It's awful.
I don't know why you think it's so awful.
I just proved it, but we just listened to it. It's terrible.
Do you like listening to the train go by?
Yeah, because I hear it maybe 3 times a day. That's it. Not every hour on the hour. It's not even on the hour. You have it set up wrong. It's not even on the hour.
I have it set up a couple of minutes early.
Why? Where are you going?
Well, just in case, I need to be reminded that it's coming up to the hour.
I'm just kidding. You do what you want.
So I think I got that from Grandma. She always set her clocks a couple of minutes early.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Oh, you? Huh. If I want you to come at 11, I tell you that come at 11:30.
I still come early.
Yeah, I mean, you're notorious.
I know.
First one there, last one to leave. That's you.
Yeah, I don't want to miss
Are
anything.
you still like that?
I don't go anywhere anymore, so no. I can do my podcast from my bed right now, like I'm doing right now.
Okay, but when you do go,
I don't go.
what?
I don't go.
Like when you guys go over to Dana's, are you the first ones there and the last ones to leave?
I don't go to Dana's. No. Because as early as I am, she is late. So it evens out. If I was going by myself, I would be there before I'm supposed to, yes.
Okay, and are you the last to leave?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, okay, because that's the way you used to be. It was like you'd be there first, and then trying to get rid of you was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's called FOMO.
It's called what?
FOMO.
What's FOMO?
Fear of missing out.
Oh, so you suffer from that?
I suffer from FOMO. Yes.
Oh, all I know is that you would be the last one to leave, and it's like, you'd be ready to go to bed or whatever, and it's like, get the hell out of here. Hence, I moved to New York.
See, then it worked.
And then when you come out here to New York, if you're by yourself, I can just go into my bedroom and shut the door.
True, and you often do.
And if you're out here with your wife, I say, okay, go to the bedroom, watch TV in there. I'm done.
Done. I'm done.
But no, you're good. I love you.
Oh, precious. Let's not end on a precious note. Make fun of me first, then we'll hang up.
No, I mean, no, you're really good. Hey, we did Irma together, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We talk about that in the next podcast. You'll be hearing about Irma 2 weeks from when this releases too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. And who are you going to hear, or can't you say?
I can say. I probably have to now because I don't know why I just said that. But a girl I went to high school with lives in Florida, and she was that's who I was talking to yesterday at 3. and she's got a lot of good stories, and she's a very nice person, and she lives down there, and she's been there for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, and she said Irma was the worst storm they've had.
What storm was the worst storm?
Irma.
Oh, where does she live in Florida?
The Tampa Bay area. I don't know exactly. She won't tell me because she thinks I'm just going to show up one day.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
okay.
I'm just kidding. Tampa Bay area.
Oh, because I thought Naples and stuff got it worse than Tampa.
Well, she's saying for her, not saying Florida.
Oh, well,
she doesn't
okay.
speak for Florida. She speaks for herself.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that was quite the storm.
Yes.
But glad those days are over.
True. So you will.
But
you will,
were.
What?
Go ahead.
No, you go. It's your show. You go.
No, you go.
You go first.
No, you go. You go first.
Age before beauty.
Beauty before age.
So you're never going to go to Florida again.
What?
So you're never going to go to Florida again. You're done.
You know, I've learned to say never because I was never going to go to Las Vegas.
True, and you did.
So, and I did. So,
But you don't intend to go down to Florida. That's fair to say.
that's fair to say. I would not be at all sad if I never went to Florida.
You'd rather be in Buffalo in the snow than Florida on the beach.
We only got 2 inches the other day. How much snow did you guys get?
I think I got 10 to 15.
Oh, well, only 2 here.
Yeah, and that's the first time you've been able to say that to me.
No, actually, no, because when you lived in Somerville, you got quite a bit more snow than we got out here. Usually, it's pretty even.
Is it?
Yeah. You know, people get confused. They say Buffalo. Oh, my God. It's south of Buffalo, the Southern Tier it's called. And that's where they get a lot of the snow.
Wow, we're learning all kinds of stuff today.
Now, a couple of years ago, they got, let's see. You know when you go down to go from my house to the airport?
Yes, it's one of the best trips I ever make.
Going or coming?
Well, at the time, both.
But when you're leaving my house to go to the airport and you go down North Mill Grove and get onto Genesee Street,
Yeah.
Well, a couple of years ago, Alden is over there. That's the next town over. They got like 7 feet of snow,
Jeez.
and we got next to nothing compared to them.
Really?
So it you know, it varies, but it's usually south of Buffalo. You know, Buffalo gets a hard
Bad rap?
yeah, they do, and it's usually south of Buffalo.
Oh.
And Syracuse gets a lot.
Yeah. Well, they deserve it. They're orange men.
But no, we only got like 2 inches, so not like what you guys got. Of course, that was in Norrie.
Are you multitasking?
No, I was just wrapping up. I can.
Is someone knocking at the door, or what are you doing?
No, that's just me on the kitchen table.
I'm just teasing you. That's fine. So what we can now before, because I wanted you to go first, because I'm willing to bet a lot of money that you forgot what you're going to ask me.
You know, you're probably right.
And that's why it's age before beauty.
No, this is good. I mean, do you like being able to do podcast? Now, this is your second podcast via the phone, right?
No. I've done.
You did Andy's.
Andy's on the phone. I have one with. Well, it's the second one that you'll be hearing.
Oh, okay.
But I've actually done 4. Technically, I've done 5, but the one with the person next week didn't quite work out the first time, so we had to redo it. So we redid it yesterday.
Okay.
And oh wait, no, it's not 5 because the other person I have, we did in my garage.
I liked the garage ones,
Yeah, they were fun.
and I think that it comes through clearer Well, obviously, when you're in person and not over the phone, it comes in a lot clearer.
Yeah, but I think the sound overall, but that's the funny thing because we're both in the garage, so it sounds equal. But the sound in the bedroom that I'm in right now is probably the best quality. I know I'm dealing with someone on the phone, but like I think Andy's phone call, I think he was in the car driving. I'm not really sure, and I thought he would break up a little bit, blah blah blah. But you could hear it, but to me it was a little too staticky. That's why I prefer like a landline. Like yesterday's phone call, you can hear her very well, and because she was inside her work, and it was a good connection. You're coming across great, but you're also on a landline too.
Right. If it was my cell phone, forget about it.
Exactly. So it all depends on that. But beggars can't be choosers. I can't ask people to come over to the garage in,
right.
December.
Right.
Especially someone who lives in Florida. They probably won't go.
Say that again?
Especially someone who lives in Florida. They probably won't go.
No, I'm sure they won't go into your garage.
Right. So I had, that, but it also opens up avenues. Now I can really, I can talk to anyone now. Yes,
you can. Now the thing is going to be, you're going to have to find people who want to talk to you.
That's the tough part, Mom. It's always the tough part.
Yeah.
There's usually money changing hands, but.
But no, you're doing a good job. I remember when you did your thing in high school.
The TV show?
The TV show. That was enjoyable.
But it was supposed to be funny, though. Are you sure you liked it?
Yeah, I liked it. Do you remember interviewing John Hannah?
Yes, I do actually. No, wait, it wasn't John Hannah, was it?
What?
It wasn't John Hannah, was it?
I didn't hear what you said.
It wasn't John Hannah, was it?
Yes, it was. From the Patriots.
Oh, I was thinking of John Hannah from down the street at the library. I'm sorry, my bad. Yes, from the Patriots. See, you gotta help me out sometimes.
Who's got a bad memory? And you're only 49.
Okay, fair enough. But I don't remember interviewing John Hannah. I remember interviewing, John Stevens.
Oh, John Hannah was there too.
I don't know. I think I would have chosen John Hannah over John Stevens.
I'm talking in the gym.
Yeah, that was John Stevens. I asked him about the sophomore jinx because he was a rookie playing for the Patriots, and he said he never heard of the sophomore jinx till he got to New England, and then he went on and hurt himself playing beach football.
Okay, but I'm well.
Yeah,
I have been wrong.
That's
once
what I
in
thought.
A while,
You're thinking of John Hannah from down the library. There you go.
Down the library. I'm thinking down. No, the Patriots.
Oh,
John
the Patriots.
Hannah.
Oh my fault. I'm sorry.
What?
It was John Stevens.
Oh, I don't know why I always thought it was John Hannah.
John Hannah is a big white lineman. John Stevens was a smaller black running back.
Okay, well, this was a big white guy that I'm thinking of.
Nice recovery. No, I don't know. I don't believe I've seen John Hannah once at a marathon. He was. I didn't talk to him. He was watching the marathon, and I walked by him and said, "Oh, it's John Hannah." I don't think I've ever interviewed him. I do believe you're thinking John Stevens because it was in the high school gym in Stoneham. In
Stoneham, yeah.
Yeah, wherever that is. And also Cedric Jones, number 83. John Stevens was number 44. I interviewed them both. Scott Humber and I did that.
Were they together?
Yeah, because it was like a basketball game, Patriots versus some, I forget what the cause was, but they played in the Stoneham High School. And
okay, then you know something? I'm going to say something that I very really have to say. I think I was wrong.
Fair enough. It's happened to both of us today. We're even.
For some reason, I've always thought it was John Hannah.
No. It was John Stevens and Cedric Jones, who both were great guys, by the way.
Oh yeah,
they were both very cool.
But I always enjoyed the TV shows and stuff. And remember at the what was it? The play thing that you did every year.
The play thing when we get into the sandbox and moved around the.
No. The carnival ball.
I knew what you were talking. I was just trying to make you sweat.
The carnival ball, when you ragged on Campagna.
Yeah, well, Yeah, I did. Yeah, now you find it funny. Okay.
What?
Now you find it funny. That's good.
I thought that was hilarious.
Did you?
Yeah, I really did.
Do you remember the joke?
No, but it was funny. Oh, it was something about his hair or whatever.
Yeah. It was. I saw Mr. Campagna running. I said, "Hey, I like your sweater." Something like that. It was better than.
Something like that.
Yeah. It was. I think it was more drawn up, but that was the punchline. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I thought that was hilarious. So I guess I do like some funny things.
It's good to know.
Of course, I never cared for him either, so maybe that's why.
Okay. All right. Let's hope he's not listening. He's probably not.
What?
I said, let's hope he's not listening, but he's probably not.
Oh, okay. Now, what was you had one teacher that you really, really liked? Not Mr. Carino, but
Are you saying I didn't like Mr. Carino?
Oh no, you really liked Mr. Carino, but that's not the one I'm talking about.
It was Mr. A.
Mr. A, yes.
Mr. A, I was just talking about this the other day. Mr. A, I did an interview with him. I went to my TV show, as you remember, was called The Eye on 89, the year I graduated, and it was David Letterman ripoff, basically, is what it was. And I interviewed a student and a teacher, did a top 10 list, all the basic ripoff crap that you would do. And I went to Mr. A's room, and he was awesome. And he threw me for a loop because I wasn't expecting this. We were talking, and all of a sudden he goes, "Hey, I hear you do a good impression of me." And I was like, I wasn't expecting that. So I did the impression for him, and he laughed. It was funny. But then he actually went further with the impression that I was doing. Like, impressions, it's caricatures. You go over the top to it. You know what?
Yeah, I know what impressions.
I know. But what I'm saying is that he actually went way over the top as himself as well. And I thought it was
really,
yeah, it was really funny because he was always in on the joke. He was always one of the cooler teachers. He ended up being
you always really, really liked him.
I did, even when I got in trouble with him. I had a hard time not respecting it because he was such a great guy. He ended up being I think he ended up being a principal at the junior high, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I believe he was.
But no, I'll never forget that because he didn't put me on the spot. I was you got to be ready for anything, but I didn't expect him to say that. And when he did, and I did it, and it was funny because I did the same thing we always did. It was just he was a classic Italian. Andriotta was his name, so it's just Mr. A.
Right.
And he talked with his hands. He just he's like he was really awesome.
I remember him.
Yeah, he was great. But the way he was funnier doing him than I was doing him. If I'm being honest, he was really funny because he just, you love that. He just played. I love when people get the joke and they're in on it and they don't take themselves too seriously. And he was perfect. If everyone was like that, I'd probably still be doing it.
No, but it was great. Well, and it also, gave you some experience and everything.
Yeah, it's a good time. Good times. But
yeah, I mean, you're I think the only kid that I knew that did not want to leave high school.
I didn't. I never skipped a class in high school.
You were so upset and you didn't want to do anything because you didn't want to leave.
No. Did not.
And did you end up writing on the rocks?
No. You only get that chance once, and I didn't do it.
Yeah, because you didn't want to leave.
All right. I peed on the rocks. Does that count?
Nope. But never heard of a kid that didn't want to graduate from high school.
I didn't.
I know you didn't.
I wanted it to be the class of 99.
Right. You never would have made it. The teachers never would have made it.
That's probably right.
Yeah. So, all righty. I don't know.
There it is. I gave you. I'm glad. I was sitting there going, I hope she does it. I hope she does it. But there we go.
Oh, it's time. Get off.
Well, I felt like it was time, and then you went, and I was like, all right, she's going to do it. I don't have to do it because I was going to do it, but you did it for me.
Okay.
See?
We're on the same page.
Yeah. It's heredity.
Yeah. Oh, now I don't have to talk to you for another week.
At least. At the very least.
No, I'll talk to you on.
I'll let her go to voicemail.
Okay, whatever. Then I'll just sing.
Oh, in that case, I'll talk to you. I'll take the talking over the singing any day.
Okay, well, this has been interesting.
It's coming out. It's coming out tonight, right? Officially tomorrow. But
I'll hear it tomorrow.
You wait till Mondays, I know, but yeah, it'll be available tonight.
So I'll be sitting here tomorrow probably cringing.
Providing it worked. If something, because I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It's done it twice to me. So as long as it works, it's going out tonight. Otherwise, we're going to Florida earlier.
Okay.
But I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right. Well,
thank you,
thank
Mom.
you, honey, for doing this, and I love you.
I love you too, Mom. Thank you for playing along.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.